Okay, Pops, yesterday you went to the F&I office with Miss Kimberly Klein. You did a little bit of color commentary on my experience. I thought we'd do it again today. Your experience, and you were, what's the technical term, a flop?
A flop, yes, a flop.
So this is going to be an example in this video of what not to do when you go to the F&I office, and you'll stop yourself. You called yourself Al in this. I don't know if you've got like some weird, I'll start calling you Al if you'd like, but you, Ray, will give some commentary for what Al could have done differently. How's that sound?
Yes.
Let's go, Dad.
Yeah. Hey, Al, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I know I meant to come out and say hello to you and introduce myself, but you can see we are swamped today.
Yes,
so
yes. I don't know. Are you kids just giving this stuff away?
I mean, we've got papers flying, Al. It's crazy. It's just crazy, Al.
Yeah.
But I've got all your paperwork ready for
Terrific.
you, and I want to get you in your new car as quickly as possible.
I appreciate that.
I'm sure that you want to do that too.
Yes.
So the first thing I'm going to go over here with you, Al.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm just going to run down this list briefly. I'm going to tell you what comes with the vehicle and what's available for the vehicle as well. This is
Okay.
what's available. So
Is that typically how an F&I manager does it? They've got like the menu, they put it across the table. Hey, I'm going to show you this. I mean, Kimberly was an F&I manager, obviously, but I'm just kind of curious. I mean, the way she did it looked very natural. That's pretty normal, yeah?
I would assume I never really did F&I.
Yeah, you never were an F&I
So,
manager.
I mean, I would chit-chat a little more if it were me.
Yeah.
Okay, develop a little bit of a rapport before I went into selling.
Well, yeah, but we're also just filming this on the...
This was all premeditated. So, yeah, you know, hey, congratulations, boom. I want you to know I got all your paperwork ready for you. And there's just a few things I'd like to show you or share with you that's available to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're my friend.
now, Al, I know you want to have everything fixed on that vehicle. You know it comes with a 336 bumper to bumper and a 5-year 60 powertrain.
Yes.
Well, with this, we're going to take that all the way out to 10 years, Al, because, well, you look like a guy that might keep his cars for a very long time.
Well, I know the socks I'm wearing are probably 10 or 12
Well-
years old. So, yeah, I do tend to keep my cars a long time.
I heard you out there talking with our salesperson, Raimondo.
Yes.
And
hell of a guy.
He's great.
Yes,
He's our
he really
top
was.
salesperson.
Yes. I can understand it.
Yeah, and I heard you talking about, I keep my cars forever, Raimondo. So I just put in a 10-year, 100,000 extended warranty here for you, Al.
Okay.
Don't worry if the car gets totaled. You know, if the car gets totaled, you're going to, let's say you owe $30,000 on your loan. But your insurance company only cuts you a check for $20,000. Well, who's going to come up with that difference to pay off your loan?
That's a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, the car's value is this big,
Yeah.
and the check, nope, this way. Cut. This way, the car's value. Anyway, don't worry about it, Al.
Okay.
It's going to be paid off for you in case that
So
happens.
GAP takes care of that.
The difference between
Okay.
what your insurance company gives you and your loan amount. So it's
What's
a loan.
that tire and wheel? Because I got to tell you, on my old car, the only wheel that I haven't scuffed yet was the right rear. You know, I almost feel compelled to do it before I trade it in.
Oh my gosh, Al, what the heck? Okay, so
Al talks too much.
Yeah.
Al shares way too much information, which makes it really easy for the F&I person, if they're listening at all, to go,
Oh, yeah, I was going to need the tire and wheel.
Yeah, that's what was going through my mind as well. Is it's very friendly right now, which is nice and pleasant and everything, but not
Yes.
necessarily productive to make sure you're not taking home everything.
You get more by being nice to people, but you have to be nice and also firm in the sense that you're going to set the parameters as to how things are going to progress. And right now, Al's just laying down for everything.
let me tell you, I'm the same way. I'm a curb jumper.
Oh my God, yeah.
Have you ever done that?
You know, I heard they had curb feelers, but in my case, I just used the tires and the wheels for that.
Well, you know what? It's a good thing I put this in here for you then, Al.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to have to worry about it. And it covers cosmetic damage, too. You know, when you go through the drive-through at the Mickey D's and you scuff the...
Yeah.
How
many times can you do that before they go?
It's unlimited for 5 years.
Really?
If you need 10 new tires and wheels, you get 10 tires and wheels.
I like that.
I do
That
I
for
know.
a guy like me is important.
You got it. Now, your maintenance. I know that you come here. I heard you tell Armando
Yes.
you do like the dealership.
Yes,
You
yeah,
come here
I
for your
prefer,
maintenance.
the factory trained techs to independent technicians.
Gotcha. Well, whenever you come in, don't pay anything, all right? Because your maintenance is right here, and
Okay.
it'll be covered. You won't have to pay anything.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's going to be for the next 5 years too. So,
Wow.
Just
Is
so
there
you know.
any way to extend it beyond that since I keep my car a long time?
yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to up this for you to 7 years. How
Wow,
about that?
Very cool. Okay.
We're going to put you in for 7. Oh yeah. All right. There we go.
Okay. Perfect.
Now, paint and interior.
Yeah.
Bird droppings, the worst. Sap, salt, bug guts, UV rays, acid rain.
Okay, I was like watching this as Kimberly and my dad were doing it. When Kimberly went through that, I was like, God, she used to do this so often. Like, and all those things, you know?
Yeah.
So someone like Al, it's acid rain. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. Sign me
yeah.
up.
I mean, I've noticed a lot more acid in my rain recently, and there's birds everywhere, and yeah. Oh my God, the
Yes.
world's, you're making it sound like the world's coming to an
Well,
end.
it sounds like the apocalypse, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does.
I know. So,
Yeah.
paint and interior. And then on the interior,
Yeah.
Al, I don't know, I had a person the other day that had an ink pen and it was a mess. So,
yeah.
it keeps that interior nice for you. Stain spills, grease, oil, dyes.
Very cool.
That's a really nice one. And then, of course, as you know, on these new cars, and I do believe you've got one of those fancy new key fobs, right?
I do, yeah.
Well, they're very expensive, Al.
How expensive are
Well,
they?
I mean, they're up there. They're like $500-600.
Wow.
It's not like whenever we used to go in and get, a
I
new
would
key
walk
cut.
into Ace Hardware and have them cut a key.
Yes, Ace
Yeah.
Hardware.
Yeah, and it didn't work half the time. Yeah,
I love Ace Hardware.
yeah.
So you're going to get new keys. That also is unlimited for 7 years.
Well, I'm getting older, so God knows how many keys I could lose.
Well, I feel you there. I do.
Yeah.
So with all of these guys here,
Yeah.
here's what your car payment is at 60 months.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm also going to show you 72 months too, Al, because, well, there's no prepayment penalty, and I thought maybe you'd appreciate a lower
Absolutely.
monthly payment.
And with all this stuff, I don't have to worry about anything.
Al, you don't. All you have to do is
Yeah.
put gas in it. If we had a gas card, I'd put that on there too.
I wish you had a gas plan.
I know.
I'd probably
would be
sign up for
great.
that. Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and so your first payment isn't even until like 90 days from now. So don't even worry about it. You're going to be driving around in your new car with your
I'm going to be
low
looking for
payment.
curbs ahead.
Watch out for those curves.
Yeah. Well, I think that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it does too. You want to
Yeah.
be fully protected. Okay, just give me your signature right there, Al.
my God.
We're going to sign the rest of this stuff, okay?
my
I'm so
God.
excited for you.
Kimberly, thank you so much for thinking of me with all this.
Yes, you got it. We want to take care of you here at our dealership.
I appreciate that. Thank you again.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what, in retrospect, watching that, was that overplayed or does that happen?
That happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's run it back. What would you have done differently?
Well, I shouldn't have been as effervescent. I should have been friendly, but I didn't need to be sharing as much as I was sharing. So I guess the best thing to say is you play your cards a little closer to your vest. I didn't ask. I mean, all the mistakes I made is not once did I ask what any of those items cost. I didn't even ask what my base monthly payment was before she got to the end of the spiel with, well, here's your new payment at 72 months because, there is no prepayment penalty. I just hung on her every word.
Yeah, so again, takeaways. Didn't ask what the base payment was.
Yep.
Base payment is what is my monthly payment without anything else added in. And by the time you're going to the F&I office, you've already agreed to your out the door selling price with your salesperson and the sales manager.
Yes.
You should know what's my base payment going to be. And also what the term is, obviously, of the loan.
Al didn't even ask what's the interest rate.
And that's on that menu. I mean, we've got the menu. You can see it
Yeah.
on the screen. I mean, that's
Yeah.
on the menu. And then the other thing is, asking for the specific prices of those items. And then
Absolutely.
if you want to purchase them,
Yeah.
which we're not here to dictate whether you should or shouldn't buy something. We're here to dictate that you should negotiate for it
Yes.
because the amount of margin built into those products can be quite high. So ask for the
Typically.
price and negotiate on the price.
Yes, yes.
If it's
And
taxable, it's
and,
negotiable.
and even if you're a payment buyer, and most people are, 95% of
All of
customers-
us are. We all,
Yeah,
yeah.
ultimately, we all are. So even if you're a payment buyer, and you can't get the exact breakdown as to what the cost is for each item, well, ask how much each item impacts the payment. You know, well, the extended service contract, well, how much does that add to the payment? And then negotiate that portion of it. So if she goes, well, that adds $30 a month to the payment, or $40 a month to the payment, and you want it, you know, say, well, geez, I could be interested if I could get it for $15 a month.
I agree with you, but I also want to like not miss the mark. Get and know what the actual price is.
Yes.
Because the only way to cross shop, which we encourage you to do on
Yes.
pretty much everything except Gap insurance, or the dealership's typically better than Gap that you can get anywhere else.
Yes.
We've got videos on that. Google search Gap insurance, YAA. We have articles about it. Gap through the dealership typically is better. Outside of that, cross shop it. And the only way to really know to cross shop it is
Yeah.
to know what the price of it was.
Well, yeah,
so I
you-
agree with you in terms of like conceptually, you can work on payment numbers, but
Yes.
also know what the price of the item is. And that's a good way to put some pressure on the F&I manager. And don't feel bad about putting that pressure on the F&I manager. You're entitled to know what the cost of something is.
Well, the F&I manager's putting pressure on you. You might not realize it since it's subtle, but it's pressure.
Acid rain, baby.
Oh my God! And bird poop out the who knows what.
So let us know in the comments down below. Do you want to see more of these? And if so, we'll start producing them. Let us know what topics as well. Pops, thanks for doing that. And Al, poor Al.
Yeah, Al. The only thing I know is Miss Kimberly is finalizing her month-long vacation in the Maldives as we speak.
That Raymondo's a hell of a salesperson too.
Well, he is. Yeah. He's a hell of a guy.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.